I am going live on a different thing that I set up here because I couldn't figure out how to do it. So it's something I need to work on. But I need to go in here and just notify everyone that's waiting. Kaden, please stop. Where I am. I'm going green. Mom says after I hit schedule, to go into problem is it's not coming up with schedule, and that's what I got to figure out. Sorry, guys. That kind of messes me up a little here. But anyway, we are live, and I have to figure out some technical issues here. So that's one thing I have to work on my end. It's the first time I've actually scheduled a live, so I didn't know how it all worked. Anyway, if you've come over from the one that I actually scheduled, that's great. I appreciate it. I'm just going to send the link in here. See if that worked. Okay. So, yes, thanks, Ray. I'm just trying to get everything set up here. I did have things set up before. Participants. Where's chat? I'm new to all this, guys, so I apologize. Nothing like being new. I like to figure things out, so it does bug me when I don't know how to do things. But anyway, if you're here, comment. That way I know who's here. I really appreciate it. A little channel circle. Sorry, I'm just going back to the other one. Okay, just a second here. Comment. Of course, you would put a zombie. I'm just trying to see if I can still go live on the other one. Do you have a live button on top of the right of your circle? No, I don't. But anyway, we will carry forward on this. I do apologize for on the other live now. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to try not to dwell on this. I will figure it out. I will play around with it. Sorry. Anyway, let's get to this. So this is our live pre-birthday 40 question, figure it out, live stream. There we go. Long title. What's this button here? Hey, Ray, can you hear me? Just to make sure. I just want to make sure that I can be heard. If not, I can actually move the mic. Actually, let's get it out of the screen a little. There. Perfect. Okay. So I don't know who's all here. Can you close that door, Keaton, please? So we will get started anyway. I did do that live thing with Paula, and I had all those issues with my camera in my last live stream as well. So I did fix that. Easy fix, bought a new camera. The other one was very old. So let's get to the 40 questions and all the goodies that we've got. So we have been really working hard on our new website, and we will actually give you a sneak peek on that as well. I was planning on going live on the December 1st, but I'm actually ahead of schedule. So I think I can actually get that going on November 11th, which is actually my birthday.
And Remembrance Day.
Yes. So, Remembrance Day in Canada, Veterans Day in the US. So here we go. Do you like blue cheese? Kaden?
Well, no.
What do you like?
Thousand Island.
Same with me. Thousand Island. Can't stand blue cheese, but I do like cheese. Coke or Pepsi? There's no competition. It's Pepsi all the way. So what can I say? And no, it's not Pepsi Zero or Diet Pepsi or any of those things that Paula drinks. It's pure Pepsi. Sometimes the sugar cane is actually good. So, are you in a relationship? Caden is not. He is 8. I am married. For now. Whiskey, tequila, or vodka? None of those. I like my Sambuca, and I like it frozen. See? So I just pulled that out, and I like my shots. Get it? Anyway, whoops. Can you grab me a Kleenex, kid? Whoa. That's the only problem is I can't see. It's too dark. This is where did it go? I had it here somewhere. Just organizing my desk and everything. But anyway, my favorite is partially on my desk. But I like Sambuca, and this is actually a black Sambuca, so it's not as strong, but it's got a different taste. There's different types. There's your white. No, I need more than that, bud. There's some Kleenex in the thing right there, in the drawer. Let's get this party started right. Anyway, there's different kinds. There's a clear, which I actually find a little bit stronger. There is a black, and then where'd the garbage can go? Oh, here, can I have that, please? And then there is a coffee, but that one's really hard to find. I did find it. I just got to go get it now. Yeah, thanks. Where's the light? Too much. So it's got our logo on it. So that's question 4. Hot dog or hamburger? Kaden?
I would do hamburger.
I like hamburgers. I find the best hamburger is actually Red Robin. They have a really good gourmet cheeseburger, and that thing is just really good. Favorite food? Ooh, I like Italian. I do like a lot of Russian foods too. That is my background. But my favorite is Italian. And if you've got any questions, just type it down there. Caden's watching that screen. What do you drink in the AM? Water. Caden usually has milk.
Sometimes water.
Can you do 100 push-ups? Yes. And Caden, how many have you done?
Sit-ups or push-ups?
Push-ups.
I can do 100.
Yeah, but how many? What's your max that you've done? I know you did like, what was it, 3 or 4, 5,000? I can't remember now. Jumping jacks.
6,000 jumping jacks.
6,000
Wait,
jumping.
no. 3,699.
6,399 jumping jacks. That's not me. That's Caden. I can do 20. Probably a bit more, but anyway.
Wow.
Favorite season.
Thanks.
Ooh, I like spring and I like summer. I don't like fall. It's just too cold and too wet. I do like winter because I love skiing. Yeah, Caden,
I like all of them.
he's got his own, which is hidden, but he's got his own channel that he does all these things for
Karate.
fitness and taekwondo and all that. So
I can show you a picture.
but favorite season, I do like winter for skiing, and just the pure freshness of the snow. But I think my favorite is probably spring because everything starts to come together and the smells and just it's just nice. Summer I like because you can get out and find lakes and rivers and jump in. Favorite hobby. My favorite hobby is to adventure. My background is I'm an artist. I'm an artist. So like designing. I've done tons and tons and tons of logos. I've done magazine covers. I've done logos for restaurants and clubs and bars and I don't know. I've just done tons of stuff. But I kind of got burnt out on that. And yes, Paula, I'm going to work on doing a logo for you. I've been really swamped this week trying to get quotes done for Ridgewater and trying to get the website done for Vancity, plus everything else. It's been a crazy week and I'm still behind. So favorite hobbies, probably I would say adventuring. I do love to be outdoors and that's how I grew up, camping and stuff like that. So it's kind of nice to kind of get back to my roots. We're getting into tattoos. Yes, so we'll do a little break there. So I did promise a exclusive, and that exclusive is a strip show. No, hold on a second. Should have some music.
Okay.
So, a new design for our shirts. And the reason we did this is us. It's doing epic stuff, but getting right to the point. And you can order these online. You can get the stickers. But this is it. It's us doing epic stuff. But in other words, doing epic. Beep. It's a word he can't say. Which is why I did that is you can grab a sticker if you want. And oh no, give it to me, please. So there's the stickers. And you'll see the very, very, very bottom there. Small. Vancity Adventure. So yeah, you got tons of stickers, which is great. And that's our reveal of our new design for a shirt. Kind of doing stuff that's a bit more not Vancity Adventure, but more good for everybody else type of thing that people actually wear. And yeah, so that's why I did this now, because talking about tattoos. So this was my first tattoo. And because my birthday is November 11, I'm a Scorpio. And this was supposed to be probably about that big, but I ended up going bigger. I do actually want to get this one redone with an actual background behind it. I've got everything planned. I'm not a big fan of this one. I do want to get that one changed and fixed. Caden does not have any.
I wish I did.
This one is a tiger and a dragon. So this represents my wife and this represents me. This is courage in Chinese. And this here is basically protecting my family. So I've got um, my sword and my shield. And on the shield is an Orthodox cross. This was what my great grandmother was. And I still actually have her cross. And I had it actually redone into white gold because I didn't really like the gold color. And so that I had that redone many years ago. And yeah, so there's meaning. There's a lot of meaning to this arm with the protection of family, with my great grandmother here, my wife and I. I still need to get Caden, and I still want to do something for Tasha, and I've got that all kind of picked out and figured out. So the next thing is,
Do you wear glasses?
What?
Do you wear glasses?
How do you know? Oh yeah, do you wear glasses? No.
Yes.
Yes, I wear glasses because, really stupid, my best friend had glasses and I wanted to have glasses, so I faked my eyesight. Now I have glasses. A lot of times I will wear contacts, but sometimes they actually bug my eyes. So most of the time when I'm working and doing stuff, I do wear my glasses. I do need new ones though. Caden does not wear glasses.
Well, I do.
Any phobias? I got a few actually. I don't like spiders. So last year, I think it was, for one of Caden's classes, we had a zoologist come in and he had snakes and all that stuff. And he had a tarantula and I was there and he actually asked me if I wanted to hold it. So I did put my hand out. I had the tarantula in my hand. This is me trying to conquer my fears. I figured he'd just put it there and then take it off. But no, he had to sit and talk to everybody else while this tarantula is sitting in my hand. I do have proof of that. I do have pictures. But it's one way I like to conquer my fears. I'm scared of heights. So what did I do when we went to Mexico? Probably, I think you weren't born yet. So 9 years ago, went ziplining. And that took me a lot to actually do that because I wanted to conquer that fear. It's like Growing Green Mom says that she quit wearing contacts. They bug your eyes after a while. So I do like to give my eyes a break. But I found I'm wearing my glasses more. I'm just reading the comments here. Paula said, keep your clothes on. Wow. I've lost weight. Thank you very much. I'm just catching up on some of the things here. Wearing contacts. Sweet glasses are easier. Yes, they are easier sometimes, but mine are starting to get scratched and I need to get new ones. What's the next one here? So that's the phobias.
Nicknames.
Do you have anything you're scared of?
Losing you.
Aw, that's sweet, bud. Nicknames.
I have tons.
You have tons of nicknames? What are your nicknames?
Well, sometimes I say Steve. Sometimes people call me Steve.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
And sometimes Nick.
I don't really have. I got one nickname that I don't know why. Well, I got a couple, I guess. Big D is one. I've had that for quite a while. And then that goes back to I think it was the late 90s. I was doing fitness shows. I was actually a bodybuilding and producing them. So I produced 2 fitness shows, all natural shows. And I was actually going to compete, but I had a prior engagement that I didn't compete on. So I've produced 2 fitness shows. I've produced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 country concerts. We did Jason McCoy, done Farmer's Daughter, done Beverly Mahood, did Rick Tippy. Oh, what's her name? Terry Clark did that one in Kelowna. If I remember right, Jason McCoy opened for that one, and then we had Jason McCoy, Kelly Brock, and Aaron Prachette for Langley. And then trying to remember, but anyway, yeah, we did quite a few different concerts back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So one of my nicknames was Big D. And then because I own a construction company, I just get boss. Hey boss, hey boss, hey boss. Nothing really besides Big D that's kind of stuck with me. I did have one many years ago, was Bug Boy, because my graphic design company is Bug. So Burden's Ultra Graphics, Bug. And my logo is a bug. Paula, you'll actually get that in the mail, that card. But right there, kitten, over there. Cards over there. But yeah, I used to design logos and all that fun stuff. So my first company was a Bug, so Burden's Ultra Graphics. And I still do it just for a few people. And it's actually trademarked too. So, next question.
Favorite candy?
Favorite candy. Ooh, black licorice. That goes with the Sambuca. What's your favorite candy? You like all candy?
Well, I just eat it because I don't want to get.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Well, there's an area, it's called Rhyolite, and Ray, you might know of it. It's down in your area, and it's a little town called Rhyolite. And we were traveling through there. This goes back many years. I remember I was a kid, and this guy was working on these ghosts, like plaster ghosts. It was really cool, right? And one of them was on the ground. And me, being the person that I am, wanted to help. So I went to pick it up. The guy yelled at me because he's like, he is resting. He's plaster. We went through this little town, very creepy kind of town. And on our way back through Rhyolite, we, I figured it would be pretty close to you, Ray. Going through there, my dad's car stopped. It didn't stop, but the engine stopped. And we kept on coasting. And then I think it was within a minute, it started up again. So he took it to a shop. They couldn't find anything wrong with it. The next day we were coming through the same area again, and the same thing happened. It was really creepy. That's kind of my whole thing with that. But anyway, biggest downfall. I'm very ADD. I work more than I should. I'm very detail oriented, like down to very, very, very details. So it's my OCD on stuff like that. So like designing and stuff, I'm never really satisfied until things are just fine tuned, and that comes with construction too. So I really take pride in our work. We've done tons of construction renovations, and we've won tons of awards for it as well. But it comes down to the details and the finishing and making sure everything is done properly. And a lot of guys don't see that. So that's kind of where my specialty of being OCD comes in, to finish things like that. So I'm just reading what it says here. It was a scary story, Ray. It was, I just remember it was just creepy. I turned you dark chocolate thing. Okay. Fudge. Okay. Okay, so favorite candy, yeah. Fudge is actually good too. Thanks for reminding me of that one. I do actually rock candy. I like rock candy. I remember as a kid, and peanut brittle. Oh, peanut brittle. Oh, yeah. Sorry. um, so I'm going back here. Rain or snow? Between the two, snow. I just like the whiteness, the purity, the energy of snow because everything's just so quiet and clean and oh yeah. Um. Biggest downfall snow piercings. I did have my ears pierced. I had one ear pierced. I don't remember which one was first. Um, and then I had the other one pierced, and I don't have those anymore. I just found them. I I w- in high school I was in gymnastics, and we did a lot of tours. And I graduated, and I came back and became an assistant coach at my school, which is my son's school now, and it's a private school. So um, I went back and I coached for 3 years, and those 3 years were me helping the kids and everything get going. But when you're doing, because I also did specialty extra work, and I did martial arts. I did karate and I did a bunch of other stuff. I never went far with those, but you never wanted to have earrings in because if someone catches them, whether it's gymnastics or whatever, it'll just rip your ears. So I stopped wearing earrings, and they've kind of grown over. I mean, the holes are kind of still there, but I don't wear earrings anymore. Um, that's my biggest thing that really bugs me, and I don't know if people have it on here or not, but are gauges. Because I always think, you can have this big hole in your ear when you're 60 or whatever. You're gonna have these ears that are gonna be down to your shoulders. It's just I don't know. Ooh, Going Green's mom's peanut brittle's the best. I want to try that now.
No.
Oh yeah, have you ever had peanut brittle?
Mm.
Oh, it's so good. It's got peanuts in it. It's just
Oh,
it's
lovely.
good. You like peanuts.
Peanut
Age. I am
48.
48, and on November 11th, I will be turning 49. And I'm reminded of it every single day. Yeah.
And I'm 8.
And he's 8. He has no piercings either. You
What's
better
that?
not. Holes in your ears for earrings.
Do I have any?
No.
Please say no.
What do you like, rain or snow?
Snow, because then you can play in it and make snowballs.
Okay, sit down, please.
Sorry.
French fries or onion rings? Oh, French fries. I'm not a big fan of onion rings. You don't mind onion rings.
I'll take like 40 of them and it'll be done.
Yeah, but I think you like French fries more. Thanks, Van Vita or Paula. Old. Jeez. How rude. Kids. No, I don't have any. Yes, I have one. And
me.
Yes. And with Caden's a long story. And he's a big blessing. My wife and I tried for many years, and we tried in vitro. We had many miscarriages, and I'm adopted, and we ended up adopting Caden. So we kind of share this whole adoption story as well. And it's something that's very special that, somebody actually wanted us. It's not somebody just, getting pregnant. It was somebody that wanted. And I've got friends that are adopted as well. And it's something that to me is very special. And so, yeah, Caden is our little special boy and very special.
You can say a bug anyway.
No, you are a pain in the butt too. Favorite color? I got so many colors. I'm, you know, uh, I like a lot of different colors. I don't have one favorite color. Um, I mean, I have probably about 5 different colors that I really like, but I mean, they kind of change as well through the years. Um, but um, the one of you can kind of see from my companies my colors that I like. And that's very um, it's very obvious through that. Um, can you sing? Yes.
Yes,
I used to actually be part of a boys group.
I can still sing.
There was 4 of us, and we used to sing in church all the time. And one of us actually, he actually went off to be a pastor, and he's actually put out a few albums. He's got an amazing voice. But there was 4 of us, and let's leave. It's okay. And there was 4 of us. It was before Boys to Men and before NSYNC and before any of those groups. But yeah, we used to sing a lot. And then I used to sing with another fellow, Louis, and we'd sing like I don't know, Christian, atheist, whatever's here. But we used to sing from a group called DC Talk. And in our church, it was very conservative at that time. So we sang this song, and it was a mellow song. Um, but when we were done, you could hear the crickets. It was too soon for that music. But our church now is not very conservative. We haven't been in a while because of COVID, but all that kind of music is played all the time. Drums, guitars, electric guitars, all that stuff. So it's changed a lot.
Can you whistle?
So yeah. Can
you whistle?
you whistle? Yes, I can whistle. I cannot whistle like this, but I can whistle. Where were you born? I was born in a hospital. Plain and simple, in a hospital.
Kid on the block.
And yeah, DC Talk would work for. I don't think, at least. No, DC Talk now is very mellow. Like for our church, it is. Our church is very. It's not your typical church, and we have a lot of young kids there, and a lot of teenagers, and a lot of young adults, and we don't have a lot of older people. We have some, but our church is a church that's it's not your typical church where you're just this little group. I'm part of our AOK program, and we go out once a year, and we renovate somebody's home that they might be sick. Whatever the situation is that they couldn't financially do it, we go in and renovate the house, and we usually do that in 2 weeks. So that's the kind of stuff I like. It's not a church that's like, okay, it's just us. It's more out to the community and inviting people in if they want to. So that's kind of what I look at.
Where you're born.
But for me, I mean, I was born into a Christian home. When I graduated, I went to Christian school. When I graduated, I got heavily into going to the clubs, and I didn't really drink a lot because I always ended up being a designated driver, but I did start drinking. I used to hang out with Chrome, partying at different clubs and stuff like that. He was more of the party animal where I wasn't. I mean, I like to have fun and enjoy myself. I was into modeling, into acting. I used to travel all over. I started scouting, and then I opened up my own modeling agency. So I used to travel all over. Like I think every weekend I was on the road. I was somewhere, flying somewhere. It was exhausting. I got tired of that. I mean, I do miss it still, but I got really tired of just, you know what? I was single, dated a lot, but I was single, and I didn't have any roots. I had my agency, it was all set up. But I ended up selling that when I met my wife and got back into construction. So yeah. Siblings. That's an interesting one.
Yep.
Yes, I have a brother. My brother is autistic. So that made it really hard when growing up. And yeah, it just made things extremely hard. I do have a half brother and I do have a half sister. My half brother's in Montreal, my half sister's in Mexico. And I do have another half sister who just got married fairly recently, and another half brother. I don't really talk to these two that often, but because I'm adopted, I've got those half brothers and sisters out there. So I mean, full brother sister, no. Caden doesn't have any.
I have tons of cousins, like 4 million.
Yeah, you got lots of
I know.
cousins.
I haven't seen their names. I don't know their names.
We have a lot of cousins. Not as much on mommy's side, but on daddy's side, we do have a lot. But they're all mostly in the States and on the other side of Canada.
400.
I don't think you have that many. Can you cook?
Yes.
I can get by.
Yeah.
I'm not a chef, but yeah, I can. And going green, mom's eating while we're talking. We're talking about food and she's eating.
Oh, can I eat?
How rude.
Can I eat then? I'm hungry now.
Yeah, you can go eat.
Yeah. I'm just gonna grab his stuff and then bring it down.
Can you cook? Yes and no. Kind of, but I mean to get by. So I'm constantly my wife works usually late, so I'm usually cooking dinner for Kate and myself. So I made you hungry. Too funny. Can you swim? I had swimming lessons when I was younger. I had horseback riding lessons. I had skating lessons. I can swim, but I'm not confident at it. I have a fear. Like I used to love water skiing, but of course you have a life jacket, you're going to float. But I don't know why, but I just have a fear of not being able to swim. So if I have to, yes, I can swim, no problem. But I still have that fear of swimming. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Are you religious? I kind of covered that one. Yes, I did fall away from church, as I was saying. When my mom was diagnosed with cancer, she had always wanted for me to come back to the church. And I gotta kind of try to do this so I don't start to tear up. My mom always wanted me to come back to the church, and she didn't really agree with my partying life and all that stuff. And yeah, I got in trouble. Never in jail or anything, but when she was sick, we had some good talks. And when my wife and I got married, I think the hardest speech I ever could, or I ever did, was then. Because I knew, and it goes back to kind of a friend of mine too, that close the door, please. I knew that my mom wouldn't be around. I knew she wouldn't be able to see her grandson. I knew that she wouldn't be able to be there for when I had questions. And I had a friend that her and we've been friends. She's my second oldest friend. And we had the exact same talk when her mom had a brain aneurysm and she had lost her brother like a week before. And I knew how she felt at that point, where I knew that my mom wasn't going to be around. And I mean, I remember crying. I remember my aunt leaving because she didn't want to break out crying. But I mean, this was my wedding and it's supposed to be happy and stuff like that. And I remember breaking down because of all that. And when my mom was getting to that point, I was sitting beside her, and I remember her telling me, she's like, I worry about you. I worry about your dad. My dad and I weren't really close. I was closer to my mom, and she was worried about us, not herself, about us. And I held her hand, and I remember telling her that I was okay. She didn't have to worry. And it was that night that she passed. But I think it was at that point is when I kind of started to look at things in a different way. Sorry, guys. I started looking at things in a different way, and my dad and I mean, our relationship's a lot better now. But when Caden was born and everything that we went through, and the hell of an adoption that we had, the birth mother cost us probably a good $100,000 because she wanted to change her mind, and she couldn't make her mind up, and we kept on going back to court. We kept on doing mediation. She kept on. The story goes on and on and on, and it put a lot of stress on us. And I think it was at that point that I had enough. And I remember just falling down to my knees and just praying. That I hadn't done in a long time. And when Caden was born, I just knew there was something missing. So we started going back to church. And I've enjoyed it. I mean, we haven't had church because of COVID and all that. So we've been out in nature. But for me, it made me feel like a better person. And I'm not saying that people need religion, but for me, I did. And I find helping others and all that stuff just helps with all that. But anyway, I need to get off this subject. Whew. Shower or bath? I'm not a bath person. I can get in a bath and I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm done. I like showers. I can stay in a shower a lot longer. I can stay in a bath. Caden's a bath person, but he gets more water on the floor than in the tub.
Sometimes a shower.
Yes, sometimes. Big city or out in nature? We do adventures. I'm a country boy. I grew up in the country. We had acreage. As a kid, I used to go through, make forts and trails. I had an underground fort. I had a tree fort. Hot tub. Yeah. Okay. That wasn't part of the question, but yes, a hot tub would be nice. Thanks, Paula. So I'd make tons of forts, and I built all the stuff in the woods, and we had a pond. So I built a raft, and it was just a lot of fun. And I enjoyed that. Like, we had a creek down the way. There was beavers there. We'd get an inner tube, go coasting down that, and just love to explore. And we'll come to that, Ray. Then throughout my life, I've kind of being into the entertainment side of things back in the day. I did a lot of traveling. So I lived in LA for 3 months, I think it was, or 6 months. I can't remember. I lived in Toronto for 3 months. I lived in Seattle for probably about 6 months. But I've always come back to BC. I just love this area. I was in LA because I was shopping 2 TV shows that I had written and produced. One of those shows was actually stolen and became a huge hit. I talked to lawyers, and they said, well, because she's in the same industry as you, you're going to not have a chance of winning. Even if I had 1% of the earnings of that show, I would be made. But I don't have any respect for Tyra now. I don't have any. I just don't respect people that steal things. And then I did create another show that I sent to a TV exec, and that show ended up getting produced in a different way as well. Not to the point that I had it done, because we still aren't to that point with TV and stuff. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. It was HD TV type of thing, but what people don't understand with HD was that you're watching a hockey game and you can click on any one of those logos around that ring, and you just can go right to their website, or you click on somebody's lipstick or glasses and you can find that, go right to that produce or to that company. That's what I had planned for. I think it was 2000. I had Jerry Hollowell I was dealing with, and then I would end up dealing with Ashley Judd, and she was actually going to be our host for the show. And at that time, that show was called In the Loop, and it was an entertainment style, kind of like ET, but done differently. And I sent it to producer in Canada, and basically became something else. But anyway, we had a huge budget on that one. I don't even remember the budget. I still have all the paperwork, but I had produced a couple different shows. I still have a couple other ones that I had written that I never did send anywhere. But yeah. So that's why I was kind of in Toronto. I was in LA, Seattle. I had dated a couple girls there. But BC is my home. And I just love the nature. I love the woods. I love the Sasquatches. I love the waterfalls. Like I'm a water person. Scorpio, I'm water. So I love finding creeks and rivers and lakes and waterfalls. It's just, oh. What question was this? Nature. Big city or nature? When I met my wife, she was a city girl, so we kind of moved to the city. We're slowly moving back to the country as I miss the country. So yeah, that's question 32. Are you a good friend? If I'm a friend, yes. I do not like being taken advantage of. I am a very loyal person. I'm a friend 100%. And I don't like people that are half friends or lead you on or do things like that. Because I give everything in a friendship. And I've got a couple of those friends that have been friends for life. I've got other people that I won't mention names that I don't know. You try and you don't get the same thing back, and you sit there and go, is it worth it? Sometimes I think raised zombies might make better friends. Any broken bones?
No.
No, knock on wood. I've never had any broken bones. I did. Caden didn't have any broken bones. But he was trying to be Superman on the playground, and he was on the swing, and it went forward, and he hit his head on the gravel and cut it right open.
Don't tell him.
I got the phone call. I was probably a good 45 minutes away. I was doing 180 on the freeway because I wasn't given any. That's kilometers an hour, not miles an hour. I was doing between 180 and 200 because I couldn't get any information, and it was my son. I didn't know what happened. When I got there, I rushed him to the hospital. He was okay. He had a slight concussion, but he's healed mentally. I don't know because he's a nutcase.
We're still alive. I'm dead.
How many TVs do you own?
3.
I've got 1, 2,
3,
3, 4, 5.
No.
I got a little one that I used to use for trade shows. Now it's just in storage. I have a 32-inch that when I redesigned our booth for our trade shows, that I use in our booth. I have an old TV, which is right behind Caden, which is a dumb TV. I ended up making a smart TV, so that's Caden's TV, and then we got the other TVs. Worst pain ever. Worst pain ever I kind of discussed was the whole adoption process and dealing with the birth mother. This was somebody I knew, and it hurt a lot. And to find out the things that were said and the lies that were told, and the lies that were said all the way around, and the amount of money it cost us, I think that was my biggest hurt, because yeah, yeah. Anyway, do you like to dance?
Yep.
I like to dance. Doesn't mean I can dance. And he's always dancing. Usually when I went to the nightclubs, I was the person that was at the booth, shy. The waitress would come up to me and ask me if I wanted a new straw, because that drink would last me usually all night. I might have two, but and it usually was like a rum and coke. I didn't like anything else. I started going to Mike's Hard Lemonade and then to Smirnoff. But I wasn't much of a drinker. So, do you like camping?
Yes.
Yes. I grew up camping, still camping, and I do enjoy it. It's always nice to come home. But I guess that gets into kind of Ray's question there. Where was it here? I saw your question here, Ray, but I gotta find it now. Do you plan on building a van? It's funny because I have I got a couple of vehicles for my company. I've got 2 Dodge Rams and a Cube van. And I remember when the Cube van was empty and looking at it going, yeah, you can actually live in this thing. Standing, you can have a bed. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool. Would I ever? I wouldn't say no. But if I were to do it, it would be very unique, because I do a lot of work on the computers. I got 2 monitors. I got stuff going on both. If I did, I would have to have a kind of a workstation as well. But I'm also very detail oriented, so the inside would have to be absolutely perfect. Not your typical, probably your van. I got a very unique style as well. So please don't. So if I did, I'm not ruling it out, but right now, no. I'm an adventure person. I'm not a van lifer. I love camping. And yeah, but I wouldn't rule it out. There was another question here. That's one of the things I enjoy the most with camping is keeping the fly off the tent and just looking up and seeing the stars and things like that, because it's just, you're out in nature, you just get to hear that nothing, this the quiet, except for the Sasquatches. But yeah, it's so peaceful. Winter outdoor hot tub and winter and snow. I've done that. Yeah, that is fun. We're actually looking at probably next weekend going up, finding some hot springs. What costs a ton to insulate? I'm not sure what's that referring to, the cost to insulate. So I'm falling behind here. Hot tubs, okay. Are you weird? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been called weird. I've been called many different things. You know what? I think being unique is important, and I've always believed in that. Whether you're considered a weirdo, considered weird, a nerd, a geek, my biggest thing is to get out there and do something that is epic, something that whether you're known for it, whatever it is. I just had an interview a couple of days ago. I got asked if I wanted to host a renovation show with another lady that has interviewed me before. I've done quite a few different interviews, and if you want, you can check out the Ridgewater Homes channel. I think most of that's on there. But was doing one of our renovations, and we actually made a really good team. That was, I think, about 5 years ago. And I had a producer ask me if I'd be interested in hosting. I'm like, sure, why not? It's another way of me getting rid of my shyness. And I don't know where I was going with this story. Do you know where I was going with it? Anybody? I don't.
I do.
Oh, being weird. My biggest thing is just to be who you are. Don't try to be somebody that you're not. I find it harder to lie about something than to be honest. And that's why I tell you all the time, just to be honest. Okay. It is too many things when you lie to that keep going that you have to try to remember. It's just too much work. So I find the best thing is honesty. Be who you are. Don't try to be somebody you're not. I had a troll that accused me of being a copycat of Chrome. When I started Vancity Adventure, I actually asked Chrome if he minded that I use the Vancity part because we're both from Vancouver, and that's short for Vancouver, Vancity. And he had no problem with it. So I got accused of being a copycat. I don't see it. I got accused of my shirts looking the same. I mean, it's black and white. I like black. I got accused of all this stuff. So, you know what? This is one reason I started changing our website to be very unique and different and creative. And I'm actually, I'll see if I can pull that up right now. I don't have it. I can't show you it on here, but I can show you it on here. Oh, it's not on this phone. It's on this phone. So our new website, the website we did was just a temporary website so that people had somewhere to go. And I just wanted to make sure that I had something like that set up. And this is, I don't know if you can see that or not. That'll be on the website. Where is it?
It says do bad word.
So that is our face masks. Kind of not very clear. That is our shirt. There's two sides to it. This is another face mask. I actually like those. They wouldn't look good on me. Not kind of focus. But leggings, pants, sweatpants, whatever. And we've got, that's another fairly new design. That's not really clear. But these will be on the website. That's actually my real shoe print too. Of course, our truck logo. And that's that. Anyway, I won't get into that part. This is our Bigfoot shirt. But anyway, what I was trying to show you here was, here we go. I could probably show up on my iPad. So this is a sneak peek. It looks better on the desktop, but this is a sneak peek of our website. I don't know if it's very clear or not. But this should be live pretty soon. You can click on the shirts there to purchase. That's a sticker. I still got to separate that. Our YouTube videos, testimonials, just little sayings. That's hooked to our Instagram feed. We got nominated for an award because of coronavirus. So that's why we really got into this, was because of coronavirus. Our newsletter section, holy, it just washes right out. We have a sponsor section. And then there's we're going to be doing discounts and stuff like that through different things and contests. Social media and all that stuff's on here. Part of the association for 4-wheel driving, stuff like that. So let me see here. Sorry, I'm just catching up here. Do leggings look good on anyone? If you're in shape, yes. Sorry I said that. I believe in honesty. A lot of people have that on their face. We're seeing a lot of that in the polls or the stuff right now. Hey, going green mom. Hi, Badge. Hey, Badge. Either one. As soon as yeah, so that's our website, which should be going live on the 11th. I'm just got a few things to fine tune. I've got contests to do. It's
That's
hard.
me.
It's kind of hard to see, but that's Caden and his Taekwondo.
Doing a big kick.
But yeah, so our website should be going live hopefully on November 11th, my birthday. So yeah, so now this whole tag thing, I don't really believe in tagging people, but I'm open up to, because there are 40 questions. I'll be turning 49. I'm opening it up to you guys to ask a couple questions, 9 questions, whatever it turns out to be. Do you want to let Tashi in? She's gonna go putties. So yeah, opening that up to you guys. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. What else is on here?
That's all.
Sorry, I'm just checking. I'll figure out the whole. Okay, you want to close the door? I'll figure out the whole live thing still. Going Green Mom sent some things there, and I'll kind of play around with that and see if I can figure it out. I should have figured that out before, but anyway, that's just because I scheduled things. What? Speaking of that, Ray, zombies, no. I have one of my employees that does, but I do like The Walking Dead. So yeah. StreamYard, yeah, I might end up doing that. I gotta look into that. I know I looked into it once when Paula was talking about it, but yeah. So yeah, I'm opening it up to you guys for some questions. I don't want to keep you all too long. What's your question? Are you asking me or asking them?
Them.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you ever want to do adventures like we do and travel out the countries?
Well, you can't travel out of the country right now because of
Once
COVID.
COVID's done.
Well, Paula does adventures. She's got an ambulance.
Yeah, that she can stand and then sleep and then move, sleep, move,
Yeah.
sleep, move, sleep, move.
And actually, it's funny that Karen's on here because I actually used one of your comments from one of our videos. It will be on the new website as a testimonial. So yeah, things people say end up getting used. But my little troll took his comment down, which is too bad because I thought my comment was pretty reasonable.
It's not. CAYD.
But anyway. Am I all alone? Sorry, I just saw that Going Green Mom on the other feed. Am I all alone? That's funny. You're never alone. You've got a big community around you. Yes, we're not all van lifers. We're not all adventurers. We're from all different walks of life. So yeah. Yes, Caden.
CAYD.
She got your name right.
No, van life.
Huh?
Van Life Rocks and Van Vita Travel. She did it wrong this time.
No, that's right.
What?
She spelled your name right.
No, this one.
That's Karen. Karen is the parent-student advocate. That's not your name.
Oh. I got mixed up.
Sure, Paula, send me a testimonial. Just whatever you think of our channel. That's pretty much what our testimonials are. If you hate it, you love it. And as I said, I believe in honesty. Someone writes they hate it. But I've got negative reviews on my Ridgewater site, and I just comment on them. People are entitled to their opinion. I've got fake ones on there. Usually we try to get those removed, but we have an old client that ever since, he messed things up and blames us for it. He posts negative stuff all the time, and I comment on them saying, we really appreciate your work. I don't know who you are though, but it's always good to comment, even if they're negative comments. Not to sit there and hide all the time. I would travel out to Canada, out of country, maybe to Canada. I've been all through the States. Only places I haven't been are Alaska and Hawaii. I've been all through Canada. I've been to Iceland. I've been to Punta Cana. I've been to Mexico. I've traveled a lot. I've been to some other European places as well. The places I like in the States are, I liked New York, Lake Placid. That absolutely beautiful place. If I were to go anywhere, I would go there. Beautiful. Loved it. Seattle, I like, because it's a lot like BC. Oregon, the top part of it is a lot like BC as well. Then you start getting into California. I like California for the heat. I like Arizona for the heat. You get into northern Arizona, you get more of the snow. Kaden, please stop. But yeah, BC is absolutely beautiful. And if you get a chance to visit BC, it's well worth it. Once COVID and stuff is done. I'm not into the flat provinces. Sorry, Paula. Like Alberta, no. Like I love Banff, Lake Placid. Those areas are really nice. And someone's having a temper tantrum now. Sounds like it.
I can hear you.
Really? It's because I'm talking out loud.
I can talk loud.
Yeah, we should have a big meetup. I mean, we hear about all these van meetups and stuff like that. What about just meetups? Like, it doesn't have to be a van thing. It can be adventures. It can be van lifers. It can be off-roaders. It can be hikers, whatever it is. It's a community. So yeah. And I've had people say that to me before. Well, why aren't you in a van? I'm not. I'm in a truck. I like my truck, and I keep modifying my truck because my wife won't let me get a new one. But anyway, so I keep adding. Free showers. Yeah, I got a hose out back. Got a hose out front too. Question: what is your scariest adventure?
Bear. Yeah, right.
That would be yours when we went.
No.
The bear? No. You didn't even see the bear at first, though.
Did I yell or scare?
No, I just told you and Tasha to come here before I started filming. Scariest adventure. I've done the Barron Lakes, and if you're know anything about BC, it's a 75-mile hike and a canoe trip. The circuit. I've done it about 3 times. I haven't done it recently. I would love to do it again. It's about a year to 2 year wait now. With COVID, I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, last time I was around there, I think it was 21. And so yeah, a long time ago. I did it when I was like a baby. I did it when I was 8 and 21. So when I was 8, I remember going to the outhouse, opening a door, and I don't know how, but a baby bear had gotten in there. And as soon as I opened the door, he ran by me, and I remember just feeling the fur against my arm. That scared me. When I was one or two. I can't remember. I used this one at my graduation. My mom and dad, they had me in the canoe and they unpacked everything and they heard a bear. So they grabbed the food, jumped in the canoe, and took off into the lake and left me sitting on the beach. Good thing I wasn't bear food. Um, yeah, I like keeping my old passports for all the stamps and stuff like that. I got to the point that when I was dating one of my old girlfriends in Seattle, yeah, that I had a lot of issues at the border, and I had to prove that I still lived in Canada, so I had to have bills, I had to have pay stubs, I had to have all this stuff to prove that I lived in Canada and I wasn't working in the States. So I kind of lost a little bit of respect and hated going across the border for the longest time. I mean, I understand why they do it. I have a friend that works at the border now, but it was a little frustrating. Yes, I do have a tent on my truck. And the yeah, I mean, it's not closed in. You can't go stealth tenting or stealth camping or stealth parking with a tent on the back of your truck. But for us, unless you're chrome, we can get way up into the mountains where a lot of other bands can't. And that's what we like to do. We like to doing these off-road adventures, and that's what I love doing, is going out into nature, finding a river or finding a lake or finding something that not a lot of people are at. And we did that in Lillooet, and that's when we ran across John, who had been there for a while. His truck broke down, and we ended up going back there and giving him some food and clothes and a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, I find that we can get in a lot more places with a tent. And that's probably what we're going to be doing next weekend as well. I do have to shoot a off-roader, his Jeep and stuff this weekend. And then I got a couple other off-roaders I'm trying to shoot as well. Just their vehicles and what goes into the vehicles, and some are extreme off-roaders and stuff like that. So that's where more my interest is. I mean, I've had a low rider. It was low. It wasn't a low rider. I could still make it over speed bumps. But I had a car that, like, I loved my old car. Then I got my first truck, and it was a Ford. So got rid of that and got my Dodge. So I've been happy with Dodge ever since. And Dodge has been really good to us, and they're actually looking at supporting our channel as well. So that's good. And we're working on a couple different things with a lot of our sponsors for giveaways, contests, things like that. So we're approaching things a little bit different because of my marketing background. And yeah, so that's kind of the cool thing with our website. But I can actually, what I will do, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of the website. And again, I am still working on this, but instead of being on my phone doing this, I am going to just do this here. And delete this comment afterwards. This will be up for a limited time. There you go. So there's a sneak peek of our website. As I said, there's a few things I'm still fine tuning. Some stuff of ours is on one store, and then there's stickers and stuff that we're going to be doing, which will be on a separate. So I'm trying to figure all that out right now. I've been doing a lot of design work on it, and I got contests still to finish. I still got to work on the About Us. It's not fine-tuned. I threw a bunch of stuff in, but I got to rewrite that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But yeah, we try to keep the site very simple. Any suggestions you guys see, let me know, because you are the first to see it. You're the first to see Actually, I can't even see right now. I'm on the website. Huh? But you are the first to see. Where's my live stream? There you are. You're the first to see this design as well. Do epic stuff. Little ears. Well, big ears. Anyway, so yeah, that's our website. And then you can click on stuff. It'll take you to the store. You can buy stuff. We're now on Patreon as well. And you can see that throughout the website as well. We'll be doing a newsletter. We'll be doing a blog. This can be a lot of stuff. I might remove the blog for now. I don't know. But I'm just trying to cover all the different aspects of stuff. The video we released this morning was actually kind of cool because that school is where my dad went to school. And I remember driving by it as a kid, just seeing this rundown school that was just painted, graffitied, and boarded up, and they fixed it up, and that means a lot. The photos were done by actually an old friend of mine. Back when I was doing fitness events, I ran across Todd Duncan, and don't know if you're on here, Todd, but when he was starting, he was doing a lot of Molson indie stuff, a lot of girls and stuff like that. And I'm very picky with my photographers, so I narrowed down a lot of photographers and wanted to make sure that I had the best photographers when I had my modeling agency as well, but for the fitness side of things. And Todd and I kind of lost touch. And then I needed pictures for Caden for his acting stuff. And a friend of mine who's Cajun, we used to scout together. And she had her own agency, or has her own agency. She represents Caden. And she suggested Todd. So it was nice to connect with him. And I wanted something that represented us being in the woods. And I think there's some great shots, like the shot of Tasha and myself. I mean, that's just priceless. We were just kind of goofing around there too. But yeah, and I mean, I try to keep Caden out of as much of the videos and stuff like that. Like I'll show backs and stuff just for privacy. The store is fairly simple. We got our YouTube channels, keeping it simple there too. Our testimonials, Carrie, and you'll see yours on there. It's just, I think it's just informative to everything that we have. That's Vancity Adventure. From sponsors, there's a sponsor page, and the sponsors love that. As soon as this actually goes live, Napier, which is our tent, they're actually putting it out to all their social media as well. So yeah, that's awesome. And what else? Yeah, so I'm still fine-tuning contests. I'm still fine-tuning about us. I think I'm done contact. I have a list of stuff that I'm going through that I still have to fine-tune. And what else is there? Most of the stuff is just simple. I like keeping things simple and clean, and that's what the site is. How do I get sponsors? I remember I used to do fitness events, and I know a lot of producers, actors, directors, fitness companies. So I'm used to dealing with people. Most of these people that are sponsors are people that have helped me out in different parts of my vehicle as well, and watched YouTube and watched things like that. Oh, I clicked on the Patreon. And I still have to set it up where they open up in separate pages too. So as I said, I still got some fine tuning to do on the website. But as far as sponsors go, most of them are truck related to my vehicle. Napier, of course, the tent. We're an ambassador for Napier and their tents. Grail is a water purification water bottle. And just really enjoy them. Um, Magnum or Mayhem Wheels is not a sponsor yet. I am working on them. But I've actually had another person actually contact me. So um, Todd Duncan's the one that did all the photographers or all the photo shoots. DNA Motoring are my headlights that I replaced. And just I love those headlights. It helped keeps things modern, and they gave me a really good deal on that. Horde Watches is a wood watch, and I'm still working on them. They've given us a discount code for everybody if they want to buy them. I'm still working on doing a giveaway of them, but that's still in the works. Same with Proviz Sports. They've given us a discount for clients, but I'm still working on them for more stuff too. Ridgewater Homes, well, that's my other company. So Ram trucks, I'm working on them for a bigger giveaway. I've got a few other things that I'm working on that is going to be actually really cool, but that's probably going to be next year. I got to finish things up first, and something I've always wanted to do with different things. So watch for that one. That one's going to be really exciting. And it'll be good for Canada and the US. Maybe we'll do Mexico because I do like going there. We would be there right now if it wasn't for COVID. This is the time of year we always go, usually around my birthday, and we would be there right now. So I do miss that. Galaxy Auto, they're the ones for my mirrors and for my grill, and they've been really great. I had an issue with my mirror. They fixed that. And they are going to do some extra stuff as well. So they're great, and they're actually local too. Cranked Audio is the guys that have done a lot of my interior stuff, like put in my deck, my light bar, my rock lights, my backup lights, hooked up my flasher. I got an amber light for construction. They've hooked up a lot of stuff. My heated seats, I changed the buttons out. So they've done a lot of my electrical work. And then sponsorship for other people that are interested in sponsoring. So yeah. I just got to catch up here. I lost track in here. So like I said, when it comes to design, I like to keep things very simple. I don't like to get to overdo things. You'll see, like, I don't know if you can see that one or not. This is just a simple card that we give people, the construction side of things. We believe your home can be exceptional. And then when the job is done, we give this to them, and they can give this up to friends and whoever, and they can get actual money for recommendations. So it pays them to recommend us. And then we've won top renovation company 4 years in a row now. So just a simple thank you card and stuff like that. So yeah, I like designing. My biggest customer is my two companies now. But I do design for friends and family. That way it's not too much. So no, I am monetized. I had a video, like I had everything under Ridgewater before, and I had cadence videos, I had Tasha videos, I had adventure videos, it was a mix mash of everything, right? And I had actually talked to Chrome on this, and he's like, yeah, just produce. And I had produced like 50 videos for Caden, and 20 videos for Tasha, and so on, right? And I started doing my research and said, separate them. Like, you confuse people. So that's when I separated my channels. Like one of Tasha's videos? No. Yeah, I think it was one of her videos. It had 20,000 views. So I ended up separating everything. I still got to pull Caden stuff. He has his own channel, but I got to pull it off of Ridgewater. It's all hidden, but I got to pull it off and move it to his own channel. I just haven't had time. So that's why I separated things. As soon as I separated to Vancity Van Life, now I did it. Vancity Adventure. I had talked to Vancity Van Life, but as soon as I loaded up the the channel, I put it out to all my Ridgewater clients and all the people that follow us, and to the like we have like 7,000 I think followers on Instagram and 1,000 on YouTube, and Pinterest has got tons, like I think 10,000 followers because of the renovation. So we put it out to all these different places, and it helped us a lot to grow the channel. I haven't done that lately because I want to kind of keep them separately, but it did help monetize us and to get us our hours and to get us growing. Last check, we were at 2,500, I think, followers. Yeah, I mean, some days it goes faster, some days it's no. Chrome never had an issue with the name. I talked to him just to make sure I wasn't stepping on his toes, because Vancity isn't a van or a city. It's Vancity is short for Vancouver. We're both from Vancouver. So I did talk to him to make sure that he had no issues with it before I chose our name for our channel. But we're actually our legal name as a company is Vancity Adventure Films, which you can see at the bottom of the website. So that's our legal name. I just keep it to Vancity Adventure. Because we've actually had a few people ask us to do filming for them as well, from Cadence Taekwondo to other people that I know have asked us to film. So our legal name is Vancity Adventure Films, but I just go with Vancity Adventure. So no, Chrome didn't have any issues with it because I did run it by him. So where are we here? And I don't have 100,000 followers like Chrome does either. So yeah, we're just a little over 2.5. I started this more as just documenting our adventures and what we were doing. So the money is making videos. Yeah. So I'm still working on a pricing structure that will be on the website as well, for doing other people's videos. That's my whole, another part of my background is computer graphics, animation, and film. So I can put all that together, doing all this stuff. And I mean, it's kind of relearning things, but I enjoy it. But I have to be careful too that I don't spend too much time on it, which starts taking me away from my other company, which is slow right now. But I'm getting a lot more people requesting quotes for renovations. So I have to balance things properly, because that's my other company is what pays my bills, right? This right now is just kind of a hobby, which kind of is the backup, but I do enjoy it, and I'm really kind of falling in love with it. I just kind of answered that, Badge, because I enjoy it. I started, I think, I don't even know when. Of course, it's not this one. I started my YouTube channel many years ago for Ridgewater, and I did a few things on there. Then when I was talking to Chrome, I started looking at doing more Ridgewater stuff and kind of doing DIYs and all that stuff. And then COVID hit, and we weren't doing anything. We came to a complete halt because of COVID. We're doing smaller jobs right now. We still have a couple big jobs that are on hold because of financing, because of COVID, a lot more loops to go through. So it's kind of put us into this area of uncertainty. So that's why I've said this before. I get up at 4 a.m. and I work till 5 p.m. When COVID hit, I wasn't doing that. And that's my work schedule. So I had all this extra time on my hands, and I was going crazy because like I need to do stuff. So that's why I started venturing, and that's why we started filming it, and that's how Vancity Adventure started was because of COVID and keeping me sane, uh, to unwind and to de-stress. So that was the main reason behind it. Um, must be a Vancity thing. um, I grew up with Chrome, and I mean, we did a lot of we had a lot of similarities. I mean, as I've said before, we met in a bridal shop. Figure that one out. Um, and I was doing a logo for the for a lady of the bridal shop, and she wanted to do a fashion show, and I was helping her with that, and she wanted all the stuff. I asked for a DJ, and she knew Chrome, and it's still hard for me to keep calling him Chrome, but anyway, she knew Chrome, and that's how Chrome and I became friends and how we first met. I did his first logos and stuff like that, and then I did that for many years. I got burnt out. I couldn't do it anymore. The designing and stuff like that. So I get up at 4 a.m. because it gives me a few hours to do some work before I got to get my son up, feed him, get him to the school bus, and then get back to work. So I lose time. And that's why I try to make it up by getting up early. So that's why the 4 a.m. Would I normally get up at 4? No, I would like to sleep till 7, but sometimes I just wake up early. I find I get a lot more stuff done early in the morning. Um, so my wife, my wife works in retail. So she works at Costco, and she's been working straight through this thing, going nuts with people and everything. So yeah, but she works hours that are like she's usually sleeping in the morning. So I've got Caden and take, and then that's when the bus is here. She's at work, so I pick Caden up, um, things like that. So I do get a lot done in the morning because the phone's not ringing. I can focus. Tasha's usually right beside me. So I do get a lot of stuff done, and that's the good thing. Until 6 o'clock rolls around, I got to get Caden up, get him fed. Got to be at the leave for the bus at 7. The bus comes 7:20. Then I'm back at 7:30, back to work, and then same thing for picking him up. It's just a channel here. You know what? I like adventuring, and that's what I do. Whether you call it a nomad or not, I like to get away from the busy city life, the busy work life. I just like to unwind. Um, I'm a very work oriented type of person, so I work hard and constantly doing stuff. So like I said, when COVID hit, I had nothing to do. So I was going nuts, like I was getting anxiety. So I needed to do something. So that's why I got out and started to do my adventures. And Tasha just loved them, and Caden loved them, and that's why we've been doing them. And we're just gonna keep doing them. And um, you know what? It's fun to just drive up a mountain and just see nobody, and to relax and just hear the um water and hear nothing. I just enjoy it. Like, I mean, I can listen and I can hear an ambulance go by. I can hear a fire truck go by. I can hear a police car go by. I can hear a helicopter. It's just like it becomes a lot. And when you grow up in a country like I did, we didn't hear a lot of that. They would shoot a lot of movies down by us. Smallville was shot down there. Janet Jackson's music videos. So, I mean, we had movie trucks down our roads all the time because we lived in the country. I used to wait for the bus right across from the house from Smallville. It was a friend of mine's, his aunt and uncle's house. So things like that. I just like quiet. I'm not used to all the city life, and I've never lived. Well, actually, that's not true. I did live in Vancouver for a while. I'm outside of Vancouver, But I did live in Vancouver for a while when I was managing a gym, and I was usually there. There you go, a badge. I was usually there at 4 a.m. till about 10 p.m. every day, and I got burnt out from that as well. Um, but at the same time, it was fun, and I met the gym I was at. I met a lot of celebrities and had some good conversations um, with a lot of them, and some of them I still have their email addresses, and some of them we had conversations about, um, like Biff Naked. She was adopted, and she gave me this really beautiful adoption poem, which I lost. Um, but it's something that just stands out in my memory. Some of the fun times. But yeah, that's why we adventure, is just to get out and to clear our minds. I think I've said that on the website somewhere too. Is just to clear our minds and find our souls, and that's why we do it. So, um, any other questions? I don't want to keep you all too long, so I think I've answered all the other questions that were on here. So yeah, November 11th, I will be turning 49. So I think that's a day that I'll probably end up launching the website if it's completely done. There's not much more to do. I just have 2 pages to fine tune, and then one other page to work on. Actually, 2 other pages to work on, but those can be done in the back end while it's launched. So I think I've got everything done. The photo shoot that we did was really fun. We ended up going back there, and those videos are coming up because when I was shooting, I could actually hear the waterfalls, and that was actually a really nice hike. But yeah, so we love getting out in nature and discovering new things and finding uncovered things, and we've had a lot of um, response to some of our videos on like Parkhurst, which was a ghost town, and the train wreck in Whistler. So some of the stuff like that, we like discovering all these unique things, and that's the fun part of our adventures, is uncovering like an old pickup in the woods or whatever it might be. So yeah. Let me see here. Did I answer everything? Did you draw Chrome's new designs? No. Yes, they kind of do. Chrome did see the Tasha logo, and he did ask me to do the cruise logo. But he was supposed to send me stuff, and he never did. And that's up to him. And as far as his new van logo, I like it. It does look very similar to our logo, but you know what? I don't really care. It's him, and that's what it is. I mean, I did his old logos when he was a DJ, when he was DJ Blaze, when he was Carrie. What was that? I can't remember now. I just remember it was a red logo. I did a bunch of other flyers and stuff for him. But yeah, that was it was like 25 years ago. So no, I haven't done any of his new stuff. But his new stuff's looking really good. I haven't done any other van lifers or any other YouTube's channel besides my own. And I will be working on Paula's as well. So yeah. He has that opened up to viewers right now. What? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying there. Going Green Mom. He has that opened up to viewers right now. Oh, his the new logos? No, I think it's in his membership stuff. He's got a drawing of Cruz. I think it's in one of his videos. I'm not too sure. He's got a drawing of Cruz because he wanted to add that like Tasha's logo. He wanted to. Where's Tasha's logo? Can you find that? He wanted to, because he just had the Cruz, and he wanted to have like the dog on top, Cruz on top of that. And that's why he kind of liked what we had done with Tasha the pug. And yeah, I had said that, yeah, we could do that for him. But again, it takes a lot of time away from the stuff that I am doing, that I don't always have time to do everything. But yeah. And then the van and the funky wheels and stuff like that. I've actually got two of those. I've got the one you see on the website with the bigger tires, um, and the truck. And I do have to tweak that because it doesn't have the, and that's why I'm asking Ram if I can put the logo in the front. Um, but yeah, he was requesting ideas. It's in the box. It's in the box. Just grab the box. Um, it's like, I mean, that's one of ours. And it's got the bigger tires. It's got our truck, and that's just us, right? And then with the animation and stuff like that. Um, but they that's Tosh's, and he wanted something very similar to that. Which is fine. I got no issues with it. I think a lot of times that when people copy you or have the same idea as you, it's flattery. I don't take it as someone stealing your ideas or whatever. So yeah, we've got quite a few different designs. Like there's a sticker. There's another sticker. Yeah, so we got quite a few different ones. But yeah. No, I don't take it as I don't take it as a bad thing or a good thing or whatever it is. It is what it is. And yeah, I wish everybody all the best anyway. Sorry, I just got a message from Chrome anyway. I got an extra light bar cover that doesn't work on mine. And I was trying to see if it would fit his. Yes. But yeah. Do you make your own stickers? Yes, I do. I design them. There's a company actually in Canada that does an awesome job. They do all my stickers. They actually do Chrome stickers too. Chrome's the one that recommended them. They are absolutely great. They're in Invermere. It's called Sticker Nut. They are awesome. A family-owned, operated Canadian company, and I've had a lot of, because of my graphic business, I've dealt with a lot of different kind of sticker companies and stuff like that. I've never dealt with somebody that's like this, and I recommend them to anybody and everybody. But yeah, I can email me and I can send you that information. Tasha's cute. She is. She's a sweetheart, and I've had a bug. I've had a pug, and Tasha's a pug. So she's an absolutely amazing dog. I grew up with big dogs. Like I've had Saint Bernards and Newfies and Rottweilers. I never thought I'd be a little dog person, but I wouldn't change that for anything. She's a perfect little travel partner, and she gives you so much love. But yeah, she is an absolute sweet dog. She gets so excited when it comes to our travels and stuff too. It's funny. But yeah, if you guys want stickers, just let me know. I got lots of stickers. And then that one, yeah. Close your eyes. You're not supposed to see that one.
I just did, and it's on your shirt.
Oh, it's on my shirt. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got I got lots of stickers, so that's a fun thing. I like being creative. And then of course we got where is it? Whoop, that one there, the adventure one. But if there's no more questions, I won't keep you all. I'll let anybody who's interested get back to the elections. Anybody have any more questions? What? What's your question?
Do you like a ram or a Tesla Cybertruck? You can answer
Ray
that
and I
too.
had this conversation between a Tesla truck, Cybertruck, and the new Hummer EV. The Hummer has been proven for off-roading. It's a lot more expensive than the Tesla, but I would take the Hummer any day over the Cybertruck. I do not like the look of the Cybertruck. The new Hummer EV, oh, that thing is sweet.
I'm not talking about that EV. I meant the Dodge Ram.
Dodge
Oh.
Dodge doesn't have an electric vehicle yet. If they had one, yeah, I'd be all over it.
Oh,
Although the new Dodge is really nice.
I'll make a new Dodge so you can
But
make
anyway, if you don't have any more questions, I will let everybody go because I know you all have something better to do with your lives. And I will figure out how this live thing actually works for next time because I was late and I apologize. There's always one in the group, isn't there? But anyway, exactly. Hummer is cool, but it's not a Dodge. Yeah, exactly. It'd be great if Dodge actually made something, but I will let you all go. Wish you all a great night, and thanks everyone for joining us on our live. And the next live is
November 11th.
no. The next one is December.
1st.
It's a pre-Christmas one. So
Bass. Pre-Christmas bass.
That's kind of funny. You're gonna get an argument between Ford and Dodge here.
Don't.
I've had a few Fords, and that's all I'm gonna say. I had a few Fords. Anyway, yes, there's one for Easter. I've got one for pretty much every month, but now I just got to figure out how to take those and bring them to life. Because I scheduled them, but now I don't know how to actually make them work. So I'll figure all that out. But yeah, I'll let you all go, and I really appreciate all you guys for following us, being supportive of us, and watching our live. Right? You say bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Bye. See you soon. Subscribe.